I sure could use some help.
Yeah, hey man, I think this guy needs some help.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
This is a disclaimer. You must know that working on cars is extremely, extremely dangerous, especially if you never done it before. Now this video is supposed to give you some insight on whether or not you could actually probably do the things you want to probably do and the things you got to try to do, but we shall see. We shall see. Be very careful. Be disclaimer. I am not a professional telling you how to do this, nor is the guy in the video telling you how to do this. Righto.
Hey, what's up, Internet? I'm making a video for you here to help you remove and install a Driveshaft. It'll take you 1 to 2 hours. Give yourself that amount of time. After a while, you'll be able to do it faster. Nice. Level ground you will need. I used a friend's house. And get yourself some metric and standard wrenches, jack and some jack stands, large channel lock plier, yeah, oil pan, some disposable gloves, very good to have, and a book like a Haynes manual or a Chilton's manual. I'll show you what I've got here. These are good because they've got good torque specifications in them, pictures, and how-to stuff. The gloves, invaluable. You're going to spend either hours washing your hands, over time, or just taking off gloves and throwing them away. And if you have extra tools, bring them. There you go. Look at that beautiful artwork. Please wear safety glasses. It's just a good idea. Look at that guy. He's got safety glasses on. Be like him. Very good. This specific drive shaft we're going to be taking out and installing is out of a full-size Chevy truck, late 90s. And I'm also going to be taking out the front drive shaft out of the four-wheel drive later on in the video. Many trucks will be just like this. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is pop the hood, disconnect the battery. Unless your battery's somewhere else, then just disconnect your battery. Lift the truck or car off the ground, and you'll see here I got a combination of ramps and jack stands. Once you have the truck lifted off the ground, shake it around, make sure it's okay. And if it's safe, go ahead and slide on under. I'll locate the drive shaft here. I'll point the front of the truck out and tap on the drive shaft. That's the one we're taking out. And I will point you towards the rear here. There's a U-joint situation going on there, and this thing I'm rubbing on right there, it's called a retainer, U-joint retainer. We're going to have to take those off. And on the upper right here, you'll see super slow-mo. There's a slip yoke where the drive shaft slides in to the back of either the transmission or, in this case, the transfer case. And I'll just point out the front drive shaft here. There's the retainers for the U-joint. And there's another retainer up there. You can kind of see it held in by 2 bolts. Very nice. So, and here's another picture for you. Gonna make your eyes bleed because I'm showing you way too much retainer. There you go. So get your wrench there and start loosening. Just take off the bolts. If your drive shaft is spinning around freely, put on your e-brake. There you go. That's fixed. Also, it might get a little tight, so you got to hit the wrench. Hitting wrenches around. Just watch out for the gas tank. Good idea. If you're lucky, you'll be able to take out the bolts by hand after they've been started. Look at this. I'm taking off the drive shaft, but you'll notice I'm kind of looking around a lot. Always keep in mind that your head is underneath a bunch of heavy stuff, especially a drive shaft that you're taking off. So you want to watch your head. Once the parts are taken off, though, you'll see the retainers on the ground there. I'm shoving the handle of a large channel lock plier there and trying to pry between the drive shaft and the pumpkin there. There you go. You'll see it loosened up a little. And it wasn't enough, so I'm going to have to just loosen up one or the other. Okay, so I lost one of the bearings. It just fell off. You'll notice I look at it, and I'm looking at these needle bearings on the inside of it. Those can get dislodged, moved around, and you can just take your finger and move them back into place. As long as they're all straight, should be fine. And they should be greased. And there's the part it goes onto, so you'll see me slip it on there. And move it around. Make sure, it's okay. I'll pop off the other side. So check it out. That's what it's supposed to look like. Very nice. I believe these U-joints have like over 200,000 miles on them, and they're in really good shape. So nice. You can hear it click right there, possibly. And so there I am, back again. I'm going to put it on. And then I'm going to focus on the front part of the, there we go, front of the truck. Okay. So the bearing fell off again. Check for the needle bearings, make sure they're all lined up and good, and let's shove it back on there. And in this situation, if I were you or I was me, like this guy in this video, I'd just leave it off. And just be careful not to bang it around with stuff. Okay? Now, since I have a slip yoke drive shaft, there we go, it just slips out on the front there. Otherwise, you'll have to take off more U-joint retainers. But look at that. Slips out. It's not too heavy. It's not the lightest thing in the world. It comes out. And you'll see here, that's where it slid out from, and that's where it will start leaking. So make sure you have your oil pan underneath it, or else you'll just make a big spill. And there's the yoke itself. It slides in. Those are the splines. You'll notice one of the splines is missing. On some trucks, you'll have it where that spline is missing and it has to line up with the missing one on the receiving end. There you go. So, and there's the mess that I made, even though I had an oil pan. Look at that, 206,000 miles roughly, and that one's still in good shape. But you want to inspect all this, make sure it's working out all right. If it's giving you problems, you can go to Auto Parts Place. This was AutoZone specifically online. That's $15 for new U-joint. That's pretty cheap. It's got a lifetime warranty too. Ugh, amazing. And then here's the retainer. Once again, you'll see if you've got them lying around. Best thing to do if they're going to be the drive shaft is going to be off for a while. Go ahead and slip them back on there. See that? And if you choose to do so, you don't need to tighten the bolts all the way down. I just run them in about halfway, and look at that. They are where they belong, so I won't lose them. Now, for installation, very simple. Pretty much the reverse of what was taken out. So look at that. If you have a splines, you have to line up. Find the spline that's missing there, and then make sure you line it up when you try to slide it in, and it should be that easy. Make sure it's clean, and you just slide it in. All right, and then the U-joint in, you just slide in to itself. It fits pretty much only one way, and you put the retainers on. It's pretty simple. It's hard to screw up. For tightening torque specifications, get a book. But I just do it tight. Just tighten it pretty tight, like, that's pretty tight. Okay, 4x4. Let's get to the front drive shaft. Remove that thing. There's the transfer case. There's the rear of the vehicle pointed towards it. And here is the rear of the front drive shaft, and here's the front of the front drive shaft, if that makes sense. And I'm going to go ahead and loosen them, but you'll notice as I put the wrench on them and I twist, the drive shaft is spinning freely. That's because I have it in neutral, and that's a good thing because if it was stiff, I wouldn't be able to get to the bolts all around because the space in there is it's tight. You can't get around. So what do I do to make it from spinning around? You'll see. But what's wrong with my face? Go ahead and comment. What's wrong with my face? Do it. Huh? Ah, that's what's wrong. I didn't have my safety glasses on. Please wear your safety glasses. Just a good idea. Anyway, I've got the real large channel locks there, and I'm holding the drive shaft with one hand. And ancient Chinese secret here. I've got the wrench with another wrench. I have the box end of another wrench. You'll see that. So one wrench is on, right in the rear there. I take another wrench. Actually, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it by hand here. Oh no, I'm too weak. Can't do it. Can't do it. So look at that box end. I slip it on. The wrench that's already on there, and it acts like leverage. Like, bam. Ancient Chinese secret. Use it well, my children. That was kind of weird. And then once you have your parts, you can set them aside somewhere and watch your head. Here, specifically, I have a exhaust and a cross member, so if the drive shaft were to fall out, it'd hit those probably before my head. Oh, what am I doing? I'm hitting this part right here with the channel locks because it'll help kind of loosen up the drive shaft. I don't know if this is, condoned in the mechanics field, but it helps quite a bit. But, don't beat it like you don't own it. Yeah. Anyway, it comes out, and make sure when you're pulling the thing out, you don't bump up against anything to screw up stuff. And there you go. It's removed. Pretty simple. And I'm pointing at it for some reason and playing with it. That's weird. Okay. So. Right? Okay, so I'm looking at the U-joints, and, you should do that too. You inspect yours and make sure they're all right. These ones are in really good shape. But, yeah, once again, go online or go to your local auto parts store. You can find them for affordable. And, yeah. So, that's good. Let's look at the other side. Nice. It's working out all right. You'll notice the bearings can't really fall off because they have some sort of protective beam or something in between. That's nice. But yes, store your drive shafts in somewhere that's dry because you don't want them getting rusty. Oh yeah, what about that spill? I had a mess. Look at this. Look at this. Kitty litter. Perfect. Way to do it. So get under there. Kitty litter. Put it on. Any oil stain on concrete. Wait a week. Sweep up the kitty litter. Boom. Billy May's got nothing on that. Or maybe he does, and I just haven't seen the product yet. Good old Billy. May you R.I.P. You're probably wondering right now why I have such a awesome skill of organizing my tools. It's hard to show up at junkyards with a full-on tool chest, but it's easy to show up with a milk crate full of tools and a dolly. That's why I do that. Frequent trips to the junkyard. So, if you like this video, if it helped you out, please throw a thumbs up on it. And if you want to see more, like it and be notified, then go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, that'd be good. And otherwise, good luck, and I hope that helped.